Well, I told you that we're always running into celebrities here at the Silverstone Classic, and I am so thrilled to run into my buddy, Mr. Wheeler Dealer himself, the one and only Mr. Anstead. How are you doing,
I'm
Ant?
really good. What Andy's actually not telling you is we've spent a good 10 minutes off camera catching up because we're good friends, and I figured, where would you be?
I mean, trying to buy a car.
Buying cars, right? And where would I be?
Also buying cars.
Buying cars with Mike's money. That's the key.
Flipping it.
Yeah, if you use Mike's money as well, I think you do all right.
Hey, well, that's an idea. I've got my eye on Steve Coogan's car
Which
over
one's
there.
Steve Coogan?
The Aston.
Is it? I'll tell you a weird story because I'm here with my son as well, and we had a little walk round that car.
Did you say, aha?
Aha.
What's this?
I've got a funny Steve Coogan story, actually. I went to the NEC show, which, funny enough, Silverstone Auction does as well, and I got in the lift with Steve Coogan, and he was there with, I guess it was his partner, and in my head I was saying, don't be one of those guys that sees Steve Coogan and says, aha, and I refrained. I was like, hi, nice to see you.
Was that it? He was probably going, he's want to say
Any minute now, I'm going to get aha in a lift at the NEC.
I wanted to sing to Simon Cowell when I was alone in a lift with him.
Yeah, that's worse.
I didn't get a record deal.
No. That's good. That's good. Anyway, show's going well.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, there's so much happening, and the nice thing about this is some of these shows, year on year, you come to them and it's exactly the same thing. You know, It's like, oh, that car will be there, and that car will be there. And here, it's always different. So much variety.
Yeah, what I love about this show is it's a combination of everything that the car fan wants. There's stuff on the track, there's stuff off the track. I'm here with my kids. There's a theme park, there's food, there's a helter-skelter, a big wheel, there's music in the evening. I love coming to this show because it caters for absolutely everyone. And it's proper car fans here. They are literally racing. They're doing it properly out there.
Well, let's talk about doing it properly out there, because you know where I'm going now.
Yeah.
You've been out on this track a couple times before. One of them was eventful.
I knew you'd bring this up. So I was at this show 2 years ago, racing in somebody else's car. So they say if you do it in somebody else's car, but unfortunately, I rolled... I rolled the car at this event 2 years ago.
Yeah, everyone was fine.
I've just got to own it, haven't I?
You do.
I've just got to own it. But look, I was on my limit. I was trying to drive flat out. I genuinely was trying to win the race.
Where did you end up?
I don't think did not finish. What's quite funny is that in the same race, Brian Johnson also rolled.
Yeah.
And the headline the next day was Rock and Rollers. So
brilliant.
Hats off to whoever came up with that.
Take that. Love it.
Exactly.
Love it.
Oh, Take That was in it as well. Howard was in it, but he didn't roll.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he didn't roll. It's a shame, but this show gave me a platform to drive a vintage car at Silverstone, the home of British Motorsport. I mean, what's not to like?
And who's to say that 3 laps isn't all you ever need?
I don't think I did 3. I think I might have managed 1 and a bit.
Well, it's 1 and a bit more than I've managed, mate, so it's all good.
True, but I had more success here. A couple of years before that, I raced here for Channel 4 in the Lotus, and there's something about this racetrack, isn't there? It's really funny because I'm working on a project at the moment, and we're using archive from 1950. So from the first ever Formula One race was here, May 13th, 1950, and it's the 70th anniversary next May. So I've been watching Silverstone back in the 50s, and it is unrecognisable. There's bales of hay around this little bit of tarmac that they called Silverstone, and to come, we're standing in the wing, which is relatively new, and it's amazing because I'm working on that project. I'm looking at the images of Silverstone from back in the day, knowing that I was coming here today. So I've even on my phone, I've done some little film, of arriving at Silverstone, coming to the home of British Motorsport, and it's just so amazing to see not only how far the cars have come, because a Formula One car from the 50s is very different to a Formula One car today, but also how far this place has come, and it's, it'll always be special for British people.
Last one for now, of course, because I'll probably catch up with you regularly.
Oh no, we're having a few drinks tonight.
I imagine so. There's something more than Wheeler Dealers happening for you as well, isn't there? Am I allowed to talk about this show? Is it?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to mention it?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I've not mentioned it before, so I'll probably get told off. But yeah, what's happened?
Sorry.
Wheeler Dealers has been a real hit. Mike and I have worked tirelessly, and the team have really thrown themselves into this brand that's been around. We're going into its 17th year, so it's really important that we maintained what the brand was about. The show has to feel the same, and we've been rewarded. So right now we should be on a kind of a break in production while we gear up and get ready to go again, and we do go again with Wheeler Dealers in August. But Discovery, entrusted us with doing our own shows. So Mike's here filming a solo show for himself called Dream Rides, which I know he's in the thick of, and Discovery gave me my own show as well. And it's really cool because they said to me, you know, what do you want to do? They said the same to Mike. Mike says, I want to be Mike Brewer. I want to trade cars and I want to get people from an average car into a decent car. It's a show he wrote, so I've done the same. And I said, look, I just want to build cars. So I'm doing 12 episodes, start to finish on one car, and I'm building one car from scratch, using bits and pieces and making bits and fabricating stuff. And yeah, I'm in the middle of it. So I've probably shot about 80% now. Hence why I was looking at Silverstone footage, because I'm doing something really rare and unique that might involve this place.
Oh, I can't wait to find out what that is. And thank you so much for talking to us. I'm sure there'll be loads of people stopping you for selfies, but we got there first.
No, I've got Rob Hill Media here. So there he is.
Cameraman Rob, Rob Hill Media.
Nod, look, ready? There we go.